see one? There he is, right there.
Oh gosh.
Okay, we got another one here.
Oh my gosh, that's a good one.
I'm just going, oh, it's a big one. Oh, it's a big one.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, did y'all see that?
What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cole and Jay, and today we are out here in the swamp and we are about to go on our first herping mission of 2021.
As you guys can probably tell, we're both very excited to get this mission underway. Today we're out here in the swamp because there's a very interesting and quite mysterious creature that lives out here, and we both want to get our hands on one really bad so we can get it up close to the camera and show you guys what it looks like. There's literally nothing in the world like this creature, and this is the best time of the year to find it. While most of our herp friends are hibernating, you know, way down deep in the mud, this guy is active. This is like their breeding season, and hopefully we can find one. We're in the perfect environment. There's a lot of like swampy little tide pool areas with lots of rotten leaves and stinky mud, and that is the exact place where this creature calls home. So I hope you guys are excited to follow along with us on this journey. If you are, do us a huge favor, hit that like button, and while you're at it, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of our future herping videos. This is bound to be an epic adventure, so stick with it, stay tuned, and let's find something awesome.
Let's go.
All right, so we just made it to our first stopping point of the day. We have this awesome little murky little tide pool area. You can see these rotten leaves, all this mud. This is the environment where the creature we're after calls home. So what we're gonna do is we have a couple of tools on hand with us today. We have a little metal rake and we have a net. So what we'll do is we'll use the rake and we'll gently start to pull back these leaves on the bank as well as the mud. And we're gonna keep an eye on like our pile of leaves, and there's a chance that when we scoop it up on the bank that this creature could come slithering out. Okay, let's start pulling some leaves back. We're gonna go slow at first, just so we can keep a good eye on everything that's coming out of them. Okay, well, doesn't seem like there's anybody home in this pool, or at least we weren't able to rake one out, so we gotta start moving up the creek and try to find another hole just like this, but hopefully we'll find something living in it. Let's keep going up the creek.
Okay, we've made it to our second spot. Let's see if I can find this mysterious creature.
This second spot has way more leaves than the first one, so that means there's more spaces for this creature to be hiding. Let us know if you see something slither off through the leaves. This guy kind of looks like a snake. That'll be our hint as to what this mysterious creature is. I mean, he could literally slip right through these leaves without us even noticing him. And he could be up in this really shallow stuff that Jay's in, or he could be even deeper water. If we find him in shallow water, that would be a plus. It'd be a lot easier to grab a hold of, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
And normally whenever you find one, you usually find a bunch. So the fact that we've already covered most of this pool already without seeing one may mean there is actually not one here.
Oh, that's tiring. It's definitely not as easy as it used to be for me, but...
Yeah, it's tough being a pregnant lady out here looking for creatures in the swamp, trudging through deep mud and swinging a rake around.
But it's fun, so
yeah, well,
much better than sitting at home.
Yep, unfortunately we have not found a creature out of this second pool as promising as it looked. So we're gonna have to continue this mission up the creek, find ourselves another pool, and hopefully we will stake one out. It's gonna happen. Hopefully it happens before dark though.
Yeah.
We do not want to get stuck out here in the swamp in the pitch black darkness. It can be tough to navigate at times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's find ourselves another spot. So our journey has led us to one of the most beautiful parts in this swamp. We are surrounded by these awesome bald cypress trees. They're all very big buttressy root system. There's giant cypress knees everywhere. And most importantly, we have all this shallow, marshy water full of nice little cypress needles and big leaves. And if we're not gonna find this creature here, we're not gonna find it anywhere. So we're gonna have to really work hard. We're gonna have to rake through a bunch of these pools. We've already gone through about 5 or 6 already with no luck. But I'm thinking, this is the place where it could happen. This is awesome. This is as swampy as it gets out here. So fingers crossed, we will find the magic pool with this creature living in it. I believe we can do it. Guys, you're not gonna believe this. I moved up ahead of Jay a little bit, and we hadn't had any luck at all. We've been looking all over the place in all these different pools, have no luck. There's this little muddy spot right here, and I saw a bunch of minnows trapped in it, so I was like, I'm gonna kick around in there. And literally, first kick, oh, they're slippery.
Oh my gosh.
I have got the creature that we were after in our hands. You can barely see them. I've got 2 of them. There could be more of them in here, because I literally kicked it once, and I've got 2 of them in here. I'm gonna throw them in this bucket right here real quick, and I'm gonna rake around just a little bit more, see if there's any more in here. And if not, we'll get these guys washed up so you guys get a close look at them. They're not that big, but they are amazing little creatures. Oh, there's a little sneak peek. Let's set them in the bucket real quick. And I am goopy. I told you guys these guys live in the mud. This is their favorite type of stuff. And I guess they were wanting something that was just more muddy, or maybe they're just trapped in here. You know, maybe everywhere else they had freedom to get away from the little pool, but here they're just trapped. So let's kick around in here just a moment longer and see if there's any more. There's one right there. I swear.
Oh my gosh.
I swear. What was that? I'm just going, oh, it's a big one. Oh, it's a big one. Whoa. Oh my gosh, did y'all see that? We got a big one. Ah. We found the honey hole, guys. Look at that. A big old guy. Okay, I'm gonna put him in the bucket too, see if we can find one even bigger. These guys get upwards of 2 feet long. Wow. I'm just gonna dig with my hands. Okay, Jay's getting in on the action. She wants to find one of these guys. Can she do it?
I want to find one so bad.
I want you to find the huge one. Those 3 were like literally piled right on top of each other almost. We have a lot of mud here to go through. You see one? There he is, right there.
Oh gosh.
You got him?
Oh gosh, he's a good one.
He's a huge one. There he is. You got him?
Got him.
Oh,
yeah.
Another big one.
Wow.
That's it.
Oh my gosh, where's the bucket?
Okay, let me grab the bucket.
Whoa, he's so slippery.
Oh my gosh, these are the slipperiest creatures on earth, I swear.
Oh, cow.
There we go, he's in the bucket. Heck yeah, good job, Jay.
That was so exciting.
Wow, we're literally doing better with our hands than we were with our tools.
Yeah.
Is that one right there? Right there.
Where?
He's right there, I see him, right here.
Oh gosh.
Scoop him up,
Oh yeah, there he is. Oh my gosh. Wow.
You got him?
Look at how hard that is to see.
Oh, you just look for like a little noodle slithering through the mud. Look at that. That's incredible.
Crazy.
Wow.
Oh gosh.
Okay, we got another one here.
Oh my gosh,
that's
a good one.
Is he big? Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Holy smokes.
This is so much fun.
Look at this. Digging in the mud for these crazy, unique creatures. I think it's time to let you guys in on what these creatures are that we are after and what makes these guys so unique. We've got 6 or 7 in the bucket. We got some good sized ones. This is not as big as they get, but they are fantastic little creatures, and I am so stoked that we found some. All right, so we moved over here to the edge of the creek so we can give you guys an up close look at these creatures we've been chasing for the last couple of hours. I think we've rounded up 6 or 7 of them in the bucket. We're gonna grab one of the larger ones so we can take an up close look at this guy and what makes them so mysterious and so unique. So let's grab this guy out. I've got my hands wet. You want to handle these creatures with wet hands because these guys are amphibians and they breathe through their skin as well as through their gills. So this creature that I have in my hands is the Western lesser siren. This is Siren intermedia, and it is an aquatic salamander. Now if you take a look at this guy right behind his head, you see those 2 little limbs moving around? Those are his 2 front legs, and those are the only legs this guy has. There are no rear limbs on this creature. And they're very streamlined, they're very slick. They have a broad angled shaped head and tiny little eyes. And all these features accommodate the environment that they live in. Another unique physical characteristic that these sirens possess is external fluffy gills. So this is actually a juvenile characteristic, but these guys maintain this characteristic all throughout their many life cycles. So when they're tiny little larvae, they have the little gills, and then as they mature into grown adults, they have the big fluffy gills. It's just super neat. What I want to do now is give you guys an even better look at this guy. He's been posing up pretty good in my hand, but what I have is a little viewing container. I've brought some water from home. This is dechlorinated water, so it's safe for the salamander to be in. We'll get him in here so you can really see those gills fluff up. You can see the colors of this guy and just how remarkable this creature is. And you know, it's so crazy that these unique creatures live right under our feet, and most people would never know these guys existed because they don't know where to look. Okay, while this guy's being still, take a look at his tiny little eyes and his gills flared out. Since this guy spends most of his time burrowed up under the mud, they don't really have a need to have high quality vision. Instead, they'll just kind of root around the mud, and whenever they sense that there's a minnow or a crawfish nearby, they'll just munch it. Anything that gets in front of their mouth is fair game. And while we have this dorsal view, you can see the kind of the broad, flat head that just helps them to burrow down in the mud. And you can see these really cool dorsal spots. Just a really beautiful and unique animal.
Well, these guys were definitely a lot of fun to find, but it was a lot of work and it took quite a while to find some. But once we found the magic spot, I mean, we found a bunch of them.
They were in there thick.
Yeah. So that's really exciting, but now we're gonna take them right back to where we found them and release them back into the wild. All right, we made it back to the same mud spot that we found these sirens in. So now we're gonna let them go and watch them vanish back into the mud. Here you go, guys.
And he's gone. Little guy needs a little help, I think. He's
Yeah.
going the wrong way.
Here, go this way, buddy. There we go. Woo!
Way to go, Jay. That was
They were
awesome.
like, we were in such clear water, and now we're back in the mud.
Yeah, they're confused. All right, let's get out of this mud hole and let's get out of here before it gets dark. That sun is setting. Well, as you guys can clearly see, Jay was unable to get out of the swamp without getting a little bit of mud on her face. Classic Jay.
Well, that's okay. I don't mind the mud. I like getting a little dirty.
Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you all so much for joining along with us on this adventure today. It was a ton of fun. We are so happy we were able to actually find one of those amazing sirens for y'all.
Yes.
If y'all enjoyed the video, do us a huge favor, hit the like button, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with all of our future outdoor adventures. We're Cole and Jay, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye, guys.